Hello everyone, this is Philip here, and today we're looking at some of my favorite games that I recommend that you get during a Steam sale. And I want to put it out there that these are the games that I'm recommending, and I love these games because I've personally played them. The games presented are not ranked in any particular order or in any way like that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is just one of those games that I wish I could wipe my memory clean every single day and play it again every time for the first time, every time I wake up. When you first play the game, you get very overwhelmed because there's so many things to do. But once you start, you'll find that this game, from the beginning to end, and especially when you finish it, you'll feel as though a part of your body, a part of your soul is actually missing somehow, some way. Because no game, when you look back at it, is going to live up to the expectations that this game has set for you. To me, Geralt represents everything that every boy, at least most boys growing up, aspire and want and hope to be. He's strong, courageous, and he's a ladies man. If you only play for the main story, The Witcher 3 does take about 50 hours, and anything else, it would take much more than that. But to me, it took me 300 centuries, and I still play this game to this very day. Released on October 27, 2015, developed and published by Larian Studios, Divinity Original Sin is just one of those games that takes you to a whole nother world. If you're a fan of anything fantasy, if you're a fan of just escaping reality just for a little bit, you're going to want to pick up Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Larian Studios is one of those gem of a developer and publisher. They're like your grandma, right? She bakes you the best cookies in the whole world, and they're the best, not because of the ingredients. Well, yeah, maybe because of the ingredients, but it's because she put in so much of her love, her time, her effort to make it for you. And that is what Larian Studios did with this game. What really hooked me into this game was first the graphics, because it just somehow captures and encapsulates so much of the fantasy feel and the atmosphere to it. If you're playing for the main story, Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition usually takes about 63 hours. Completion is 106 hours. Released on March 25th, 2013, developed by Irrational Games and published by 2K, Bioshock Infinite is just one of those games that when you first experience it, you'll never forget it, especially because the story is so rich. Once you finish the story, you're going to be wondering and thinking about everything for a very, very long time. You're going to want to think and analyze and really kind of go deeper into your thoughts as to, whoa, what the heck just happened? To this day, even though it was released in 2013, the game still looks amazing. It still looks absolutely stunning. One of the coolest things about the game is actually you have these really cool powers. One of my favorite is actually you can throw out a murder of crows, like those birds. Throw it at people, at your enemies, and then they'll go all crazy. The game takes about maybe 11 or 13 hours to play, depending on it, but usually I think many people do play it for the second or third time, so you can expect some replayability. Released on September 17, 2012, developed by Gearbox Software and published by 2K, Borderlands 2 is actually a huge treat for anybody who just wants a game where they don't have to think. If after a long, hard day, all you want to do is just play a video game, Borderlands 2 will provide that to you and so much more of it. One of my favorite characters in this game is actually Claptrap. He's just so darn funny and actually quite cute. If you're going to get this game, make sure you get the Complete Edition. The Complete Edition has pretty much everything except for the cosmetic DLC. Released on April 27, 2016, developed by Moon Studios and published by Microsoft Studios. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is one of those games that you have to experience, even though most people don't finish this game. Yes, it is very rage-inducing for many people, understandably so. Even if you don't finish this game, you have to play it just to experience the beautiful soundtrack and the wonderful artistic style of this game. Ori and the Blind Forest tells the tale of a very young orphan. He's like a little mix between a little cat, a little puppy, and a little fox all rolled up into one. This game is a platformer, so it does take a little bit of patience to actually get through many of the parts of the game, especially some of the parts can be quite difficult, especially when you get to the I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a tree. It's very, very rage inducing, but I promise you, if you just take a break and come back to it again, and even if you do fail, just take a break, come back to it again and again, and when you do finish this game, the feeling and the experience that you get will be unforgettable. And I do highly recommend a a controller. It takes about 9 hours to beat the game, although if you keep dying, it'll probably take you more than that. Released on April 9th, 2013, developed by Skybox Labs and published by Microsoft Studios, Age of Empires 2 HD is one of the best RTS of all time. Originally, it was developed by Ensemble Studios, but development has gone to Skybox Labs. This game right here was my childhood. If you like real-time strategy in general, you're gonna love this game. And one of the coolest features I like about this game is that it has a rock, paper, scissor effect, whereas the pikes are gonna be really, really good against horses, and the horses are good against archers, and so on and so forth. This game actually has quite a big player count as of right now, about 12,000 players at its peak. So even though it's very, very old, it still has a lot of players. So it's definitely gonna stay around for a very, very long time for everybody to enjoy. In terms of how long it takes to beat, oh boy, you don't beat this game. This game beats you.